is Jan Reha with the Career Discovery Show. For the last two segments, I have been speaking with Diane Glenn with the Construction Consultants of Washington. And we have been discussing her role in being a women-owned business and how she's faring and succeeding. So in this session, I would like to find out more about what you're doing currently and where you see your business heading, and particularly let's focus on the whole building industry and another niche that you were developing, which was building green, or built green, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. So why don't you tell us about that?
The future, I think, is holding a lot of green building in general. We're going into sustainability. And I have developed that part of my business. I developed it a while back. I started about 7 years ago.
Boy, you were early.
Yes, yes.
On the cutting edge.
Yes, the cutting edge, yes. And the green program, the Built Green program that you mentioned, is through the Builders Association. And it was developed about that time, and I got involved and have been involved ever since then. It's grown tremendously since then. And of course, we're all moving toward that green aspect and sustainability. And I'm also an Energy Star verifier, and energy is very important. I see the future just opening up in all sorts of avenues. 7 years ago, solar was just not to be seen.
Exactly.
And now it's just becoming a big thing in the marketplace in single-family homes. In geothermal heat, there's all sorts of major sustainable practices that I think are going to be very common in the future.
You were involved with one particular place that is north of Everett, correct?
Yes, it was in Stanwood at Warm Beach, and it was a very interesting challenge. The home is very sustainable. It's just very, very green.
Tell us about, I know that it has solar energy, and I know the horticulture is all kind of green, is it not?
Yes, yes. All the vegetation and all the landscaping is very natural. They have geothermal heat. They have, like the solar. They have an eco roof or a green roof you hear about.
Wow.
And on part of the house, and a metal roof. A lot of recycled materials in the house, that sort of thing. Very green.
So, a home of the future.
Yes.
So tell me, where do you see the construction business right now, and how long do you think it's going to take for it to move forward from your little
crystal ball?
From your little crystal ball.
Well, right now, of course, it feels like we had the rug pulled out from under us.
Yeah.
And it's very tough. But there's many opportunities out there, and I think right now we're on kind of a survival mode. But if we can get past this into next year and see what opportunities are out there, there is a way to survive and to get through and to take advantage of those opportunities coming up in the future. We just have to get through this period. The demand in the Puget Sound is so huge that it's going to be there. It's just getting these other things going to where we can keep building homes and meeting that demand. We're growing a lot. We have a lot of industry here. So there's so much opportunity, and there's also, that makes the opportunity for new practices and like the sustainable building and different techniques that we might want to try out, and different materials, right. And my business, there's so much opportunity in the consulting arena for these different specialties. So I think the opportunity is there. We just have to get through it and look ahead to the future.
You know, I think one of the things that is important and that you've done a lot is doing a lot of training on all of these new areas. And I think that that's what people can be doing, is if they're interested in the building and construction industry, looking at Master Builders Association, which has many training programs.
Right.
And you yourself are an instructor in some of those programs.
I am, yes.
Yes.
And I'm actually instructing, I'm qualified to teach homes or teach classes all over the state of Washington.
Okay.
And for the industry.
Yes. And I think for people who really want to move into the construction industry, Master Builders Association is an excellent association to become affiliated with, to find out what what are the trends in and around the Puget Sound
Right.
area,
Right.
and importantly, to connect with people, because it's through our connections that we have and build an infrastructure of security. It's through the people we know,
Yes, that's very
not
true.
things that we hold on to the outside.
Right.
And I think it's really important for us to nourish those relationships now, to learn more and to prepare for the next stage which will emerge. This is Jan Reha, and I have been interviewing Diane Glenn with Construction Consultants of Washington. And what is your website?
It's actually spelled out that way. It's www.constructionconsultantsofwashington.com.
.com. I've very much enjoyed our interview.
you. I have too.
And I hope maybe we can speak again in the future.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jan.
So this is Jan Reha with the Career Discovery Show. And I look forward to your comments, so please stay connected.